Hey, I'm Alex Rathler from Board Game Co., and we are back with Game 2 of Dungeon Crawler Carl Unstoppable, and I have some apologies to make. Corrections, apologies, call them what you will. But first, the usual things. This is a prototype, rules, components, subject to change. We'll have a link to the crowdfunding campaign down below. That's number one. Number two, we are doing sponsored content with this game. There's going to be a preview as well as a gameplay, a two-player gameplay on the channel. The two-player gameplay is in arcade mode, where you just pick a floor and play through it. But also, separately from that, I'm going through the dungeons in a campaign mode. I'm playing through floors 1, 2, and 3 in campaign mode because I like this game and I want to. So there's sponsored content. This solo playthrough is not a sponsored series. I'm just playing it because I want to. That's number two. Number three, this channel is sponsored by AllPlay. If you go to allplay.com, you can find a variety of things. These shelves behind you, all AllPlay. This table in front of you, it's an AllPlay table. There's AllPlay games, there's AllPlay bags, there's AllPlay playmats. I don't know if there's more AllPlay stuff. If you're a publisher, you can work with AllPlay potentially. They do basically do distribution. They have their own distribution center with a whole bunch of perks. Check all that out at allplay.com. But with that, going into the corrections. So we're playing through floor 2. We'll talk about that in a second. But also, I didn't look at my campaign sheet in floor 1. I kind of forgot to do that, which means there's achievements that I forgot to do, but I will talk about leveling up. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's going on in this campaign sheet. And also, I think in the first video, I think I said there's 18 floors and there's only 3 in the prototype. That's a boo-boo. I need to correct that. That's a mistake. There's only 3 floors in the base game. I thought the prototype had 3 floors. The base game has 3 floors, and it sounds like expansions and future content will expand that outwards. For example, this campaign sheet goes up to floor 9. Will that be the final thing? I don't know, but this prototype campaign sheet goes to floor 9. The box has 3 floors. The game you might be buying, if you are checking this out at the link down below, is probably 3 floors unless you're getting expansions. If there are, I don't know if there are. So just a correction on that. Which brings us to what happened in between floors 1 and 2. Well, I earned 7 XP. The reason I earned 7 XP is because the bosses I killed have XP values. Neighborhood bosses from floor 1 had 1, borough bosses had 2. I killed a borough boss and 2 neighborhood bosses for 4 XP. Also, there's achievements. The achievements are per floor, which we're going to actually look at that because we're going to be doing floor 2 in a second. The achievements over here, the way these work is, let me grab that. There we go. Okay. We are going to go through, do things the proper way. We have over here, we got defeat all 3 bosses before you got on the stairs. That's worth 1 XP. What big muscles you have, and with 10 plus upgrades in your deck. That's worth 2 XP. And then we had a bunch of other things that we could have potentially done. We could have suffered our first defeat. I'm glad we did not do that. We have fully upgrade Zev. We had Zev. If we had fully upgraded him, that would have given us an XP. I didn't even know I was working towards those, and that's on me. So I'm not getting anything. So I have 7 XP total, 4 from the bosses, 3 from achievements. Then we have a completion reward. Take a level 1 core card from your deck to become the level 1 signature card. Basically, I'm adding a card to my deck, and that's going to be a card that I draw every single round. It's going to be the first card I draw at the beginning of the game. I'm going to start with Quest Complete over here. Quest Complete, it'll give me 3 money, which is a good way to ramp things up. It's also going to come with the level 1 enemy on the back of that was in level 1. Even though we're upgrading to level 2 enemies, this is a level 1 enemy. That's stuck on the back of the card. And then I spent some of my XP. From my 7 XP, I spent 4 of it to go ahead and add a level 1 card in my deck to master. So it's similar to a signature card, I just don't start by drawing it. So I got to add another card, and I took, now get out there and kill. It's a damage dealing card. That's kind of where things are, which means we can dive into the second scenario, the second floor, and we have a few things to note. First of all, by the way, if you're diving into this campaign for this gameplay for the first one, check out the other stuff where I dive more into what's happening. Over here, setup after filling your starting threats, shuffle 2 swarming after filling. Oh, let's just fill my starting threats first. So that means if I draw one of these, we won't have to worry about it. Okay, we're good. Basically, there's 2 swarming brindle grubs are shuffled into each player's deck, which I did. I think I did that. Did I do it correctly? Swarming brindle grub. Yes, it's the 2 bosses that are shuffled into my deck. Additionally, place a random neighborhood boss looming for each player. So we start off much more aggressively than we did the first time, and then keep the brindled Vespa cards in a separate pile near the floor mat. Doing threat refill to the number of non-fast threats equal to 3 plus the current danger level, which means as the danger increases, and reminder, we are playing on hard this time, we're going to be adding more threats, making our life much harder. So for floor 1, it was basically an intro game. Floor 2 is where the real magic starts. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards. I think I should not have that. That should not. These need to be shuffled back in. We're going to go ahead and draw cards, and those will get shuffled back into the deck because the order of setup is wrong. Well, meaning I did it wrong, not they're wrong. basically those cards are not technically cards I draw yet. So we'll put those over here. We have our starting hand, which I think I just did the wrong side over here. There we go. We got 3 strikes, and we have our quest complete, which is our signature card. I feel like there's something else I was going to tell you. What else would I have told you? We did the setup, doing threat refill, when you level up level 4. Okay, cool. When we level up to level 4, we'll place the stairs at the bottom of my deck, and then doing threat refill. If there's 2+ active bindle grubs, including swarming ones, overlay all but one of them with a Vespa boss, which we won't have to worry about that right now. There are going to be a bunch of enemy level 2 cards coming out there, but let's just start ourselves off now. So, to start off, let's take a look at the achievements. That's what I want to do. So, we have these different achievements. You can't fight City Hall, but you can sure die trying. Suffer your first defeat of the campaign. Would rather not. Ooh, magic, and with 10+ mana. That's fun. Analysis paralysis. Have all 6 action points available. I love that. You're the reason why Daddy drinks. Eliminate all of your 3 unique character cards. Eliminate. Whoa. Okay. Note to self, don't upgrade my starting character cards. Pest Exterminator. Defeat 3+ Grindle Grubs and or Vespas with a single card play. That sounds fun. Warning, survive at least 1 turn with the danger level at 4 or higher. That means we have to survive this long. That's a lot of fun. Okay. This is going to be much more interesting the first time round. We'll see how this all plays out. I may have to reference that to remind myself of things. But let's start ourselves off. Beginning of the turn, we gain 1 mana. Reset to 3 action points. Done. Refresh all stuff. Done. We're going to play Quest Complete as our first action because I like money. That's why I chose that one. It gives me starting money, which basically means I can upgrade cards faster. But the interesting thing is, before we do that, we need to, I guess we'll leave this out because it's not going to change anything. But we need to draw 3 cards from our deck over here to choose what we're adding. So we have Astrid, our Desperado. We're not taking that. We're not taking this one. If you saw the first game, this was a stupid card that I did not benefit from at all because I did not get other Desperados. Then we have over here, we have Shuriken Flurry, Focus, that, and X equals Focus X1. Okay, so it's going to be that many points of damage depending on how much I can bump up that stat. None of these cards have that stat. Then we have Spell 2 and Focus if it's 3+ another 2. So we can deal 4 damage or we can get Shuriken Flurry, which I do like the idea of building into that as a deck. But I don't actually have those, I don't have those cards right now. And this costs 2, which is so much worse than, I'm going to do Make Stuff Go Boom. As much as I like the idea of building Shuriken Flurry, it's a 2-coster, which just makes it much less appealing. I think this one will let me do a lot more damage faster, so we're going to take Make Stuff Go Boom. I don't know if that's balanced. There's those 2 cards. Shuriken Flurry is cool. This one is a maximum of 2. Shuriken Flurry could be, like, if you have a really good hand and a really good draw, you could do a lot more points of damage, which is interesting. Okay, so we're going to take this card over here, and then, do I want to do that? That's interesting. When played, 2. Okay, that's not bad. What else do we have? I need to look at the various cards over here. That pays that back. That gives me 5 health. When exhausted on an ally, that gives me 5 mana. I do like 5 mana. What do I want to buy? Repeat this card's original effect. That could be very interesting on Make Stuff Go Boom for a lot of damage. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play our Quest Complete like we already basically said we're going to do. We have Retaliate on this guy. He's a 3-healther. because he's that bad. He's my first 4 card. He's in the deck, but he makes things harder for me to begin with. He's going to deal 2 points of damage. I think the best way to handle this right now, our enemy level is low. Do I hold on to the mana right now? I knew. Go ahead and put this on a card. We're going to have 2 more action points this round. 2 more action points means that unless I buy an upgrade, I can't really deal more damage. This card costs 7. None of these guys will give me anything. So I could use this to kill, well, 2 of these, frankly, but it's just overkill. I almost would rather keep it. But the action discs means I would take a point of damage, but I'm not sure that's the worst right now. Pacing-wise, I don't love that, because it bumps that up. That's a when exhausted effect. What do I want to do? When played, get 2 money back. That's not bad, because it already gives me money back to begin with. So, and it's going to keep cycling for more money later. That's fan favorite. Okay. I don't want to play that on this, though. I cost 3. That's 1 exhausted. We're going to hold off. We're going to hold off on those things. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take a point of damage, and I think that's fine. We're going to play an action disc and an action disc, and we're going to do strike and strike. And that's going to deal 2 points of damage on these guys that are then going to go into my hand, because that's the way this stuff works. That's going to be our played cards, which I guess we'll leave our discard pile here this time round. We did a little different setup than we did the first time. That's it. That's the sequence. So we're going to take a damage from this threat. It's going to deal 1 damage. The danger level is 0, so nothing else. So we're going to take a point of damage, which I think is fine. Then we're going to discard play tactics. Done. Lose all unspent action points. Refill the battlefield with active threats. Okay, so we have active threats in the battlefield. We have this one with a sacrifice. This one has a retaliate. Okay, none of those things are good. And then we're going to advance the danger level by 1 and reset our what's it called? These 2, 3. And then we go to the upkeep phase. We will gain a mana. Okay, not the worst overall. We're just kind of biding our time. Then we now have other enemies to deal with. So this guy has a sacrifice effect, which I'm fine with, and a when defeated +1 mana. So at this point, this is not the worst. This is on top of deck. No effect over there. Oh, let's do the thing I keep forgetting to do. Let's draw 3 cards and see what we get added to my hand. We have Brandon Andrews, Meadowlark's Finest. When played, advance our disc, tap to heal 2, and focus deal damage. Okay. Lena, Mistress of Chains, discard a number of cards from your hand. For every card discarded this way, that's a very good card for initial strikes, which I have a handful of strikes. So I do like the idea of Lena, Mistress of Chains. I do think I want to take her. And again, I will note, this is a prototype issue. That I don't know if she's a level 2 card or a level 1 card. She's in the level 1 deck on the back and a level 2 on the front. So small little issue there. I think I will take Lena, Mistress of Chains. That is a very interesting card that this early on, when my deck is full of strikes, could be very strong. Later on, less so. Oops, knocked over those cards. Let's make everything look pretty again. And then take a level 2 card for the back of this. And then sleeve that. Okay, so we have Lena, Mistress of Chains in my deck. I do believe I will pay $3 to go ahead and upgrade her already. When exhausted, deal a point of damage. That's going to be another point of damage we have. And we're going to put her into play by paying 0 action discs because that's the rules. So she's now in play and this money goes away. Beautiful. Then I really want to take out these guys over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play, I need to play a new card. Let's see what we got over here. It's another 3-coster. This 6-coster, repeat this card's effect. When played, it's a tactic ally and a vanquisher, okay. When played, tap, untap there. Okay. Okay, fine. We're going to leave that alone for right now. And we can get mana over here, which I don't care for. We do want strength symbols, I believe, based on my make cards, whatever the card I had. We'll hold on to our money for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play make stuff go boom. Oh, I guess that costs stuff to spend. So I guess that is a compensating factor. Now we do have 1 strength over here. So if we could get 1 more strength, that would really help us out. But I don't think we can right now. Although we could possibly do the sequence differently. Because if I do the following, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold on to this. We're going to tap her. So she's going to deal a point of damage, and you may discard a card from your hand. You may discard any number of cards from your hand. For every card discarded, gain 1 damage and 1 mana. So I'm going to discard 3 strikes. Okay, so 3 strikes are going to be discarded from my hand. We'll put that into my discard. And then we're going to do the following. We're going to ping this. Let's ping this guy first. So that's 1 and 1 mana. Goes into my hand. Then we have 1, which will deal a point of damage to me because of retaliate, and 1 mana. And then we're going to defeat the goblin on top of my deck, which is going to be 1 and 1 mana. Okay. Then because we tapped her, we also get to deal another point of damage, which I can deal to this one over here because it has fast and it has 0 on this because we're still at danger level 0. So that's from the tapping when exhausted, which adds us to my hand. Boom, I wanted that. That's what I wanted. Beautiful. Okay. Because now we can do the following. We can play, I guess we have that. Beautiful. We are going to play Smush over here for 0. I guess that counts. Let me just make sure focus counts. I want to double check that focus counts the cards in my hand. I believe it does. Focus. The value of X equals the number of cards in your hand and or in play. Okay, so I don't need to play it. I don't need to play it. In other words, what I can do now is I can play Make Stuff Go Boom, and it has focus 3+, but 1, 2, and 3, even if I don't play it. So I'm going to play that one for 1 action disc. That is going to, what's my achievement? How many cards do I have to kill? I have to kill... Defeat 3+ Brindle Grubs. I don't have those in play. And with 10, suffer the first defeat. Okay, so we're going to deal 2 damage, plus another 2 damage because our focus is at 3. So we're going to deal 2 damage to this one, and 2 damage to this one, which will kill both of those. That has 1 defeated plus 1 mana. This is 1 defeated plus 1 coin. And we're going to put those into our hand. We have those, but I do have to discard a card. I will sacrifice this card. Okay, that card is going to be sacrificed. And then we are going to, that's this card, that's 2 and 2. Oh, if I had 6 money, repeat this card's effect is a good one. But I have to spell 2 to do that. So I'm going to spend 2 to do that effect. Beautiful. That goes into in play, technically. We'll leave that over there. These are my hand cards. In play cards technically are still in play. So we have no more enemies to deal with. We do have a swarming brindle grub boss over here. So we could take him out. If we can deal 2 damage, which we could deal 2 damage, then we can take him out before he even enters play, which is not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all, and it also prevents them ever bringing a brindled Vespa into play as well. Although maybe I want that. Maybe I want a brindled Vespa into play. That's a different conversation. So what I can do is I can spend... I'm going to hold on to this because it's a 0, and I will spend this for another action disc, which is going to deal 2 damage to the top card of the deck. When defeated, you deal 2 damage, so I'll deal 2 damage to the next card, which will deal, that will put that into my hand because it's a 1, and it's going to retaliate, dealing a damage back to me. So both these are going to go into my hand. Soaring Brindle Boss card. When this is defeated, put it into your discard pile instead of your hand. Well, that's silly. While in your discard pile, this card cannot be targeted or affected. This card cannot be eliminated. Okay, so that's just, they just cycle around. That's good to know. I guess it dealt 2 damage to the next person, so that's fine. We still have 1 action disc left, which I'll use on new achievement, which I just got, to gain 2 money, because why am I putting it that way? That should not go that way. There we go. That will be that, and that will give me $2, which I will hold on to for right now, because I don't need to do anything. That leaves me with a hand of 3 cards going into the next round, yeah, that's where things are. We have 2 cards left here. I think we are fine. Okay, let's play this out. So, end of round effects, clean up, discard, play tactics, done. I could also hit this boss, but he needs 7. If you have 6+ active threats, make this an active threat. So I do need to deal with him at some point. Lose all unspent action points, refill the battlefield with active threats, which means, oh, we are not actually going to level up yet. That was close. We're not going to level up because you level up when your deck is empty and there's no active threats, or if your deck is empty when a new threat is added. So no leveling up just yet, which means you're still drawing from level 1, which I don't love, honestly. But I don't think I'm supposed to count the cards in my deck. I could have done something, but it is what it is. Lose all unspent action points, refill the battlefield, advance the danger level by 1. We can cycle any of these cards. Actually, I kind of like most of them. I don't think I need the fan favorite. Healing's always good. Mana, I'm doing fine on. I'm going to tap rid of this one. So we're going to get rid of these 3. That's because of the upgrade effect. We're going to be skipping the next tier because we're playing on hard. So we're going to be ramping up faster to the end. We're going to play some new cards. So we have a healing potion. We have juiced. And we have enchanted fur brush of the ecclesiastic. Okay, we then go to the next thing. We are going to gain 1 mana, and we're going to go ahead and draw cards from the level 1 deck and see what else is being added to our deck. We have Lexus Associate Producer, show, 2 if you have another show in play, 2 there. Mongo is always fun, but I'm not really leaning into the that one over there. In fact, none of these are the ones. Discard a card from your hand to heal 1 and gain 2. It's okay. Lexus Associate Producer. If you have another show and card in play or in hand, gain 2, and otherwise gain 2 mana. I'll take Lexus. We'll take Lexus. I haven't tried in leaning into the show strategy, but we're going to do that now. So we're going to take Lexus. We're going to add her to one of these. We are not going to play her right now because we want to level up first, because we're going to discard our allies when we level up. So we have this as our current situation. So we want to try to take all these out, keeping in mind that they now have 1s on these. So this is a 3 health, a 2 health, and a 3 health. But if we kill him first, he will deal 2 damage to one of the other ones, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. So let's get our action disc back. 1, 2, 3. And we have the following. We have Protective Shell that can simply straight up do 3 damage. We also could spend mana to gain health, which is not crazy. I guess let's do that. So let's play Protective Shell first. All right? We're going to refresh our ally. She'll help us discard cards, but we don't necessarily know what we're doing yet. We're going to play an action disc. We're going to do Protective Shell. We'll kill him. That's going to immediately deal 2 damage to one of these. Do I care which one? Oh, I can't. I'm going to kill him. He's got taunt. So we're going to kill him, and that's going to get added to our hand. And then we're going to spend 3 to heal 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Unless I have healing effects in my hand, I do not. All right, that's a card in play. So we're going to put it off to the side over there. Then we have, we need to deal 3 damage to him, which we probably can do, I assume. The question is, what do we want to buy? Do we have 7? We don't have 7 yet. That card I just handed to my hand was which one? Was this guy. No kill effects. When exhausted 3, that's a 7. It's a 7 cost. So we want to kill this guy then. But he's going to deal 2 damage. It's more efficient to kill him. I mean, there's all kinds of orders and patterns here. So I guess what we will do is we will play one of these, I guess. Do we have enough symbols? We don't have all 5 symbols, so we're missing a few. We have the organ. We have that. We have that. We're missing the speed and the brain one, which we could get. No, we don't have. Okay, so we're going to play God Damn It Donut, because I think that's a good time to do this. We're going to spend 2 over here. That will give us $2. We will not be able to burn a card, unfortunately, because we don't have 5 symbols. We're going to deal 2 damage to this boss over here. That's going to be this 1, 2. Again, he's at 3 health right now. Oh no. Oh, I apologize. We were supposed to have leveled up. Okay, small retcon. So we're going to redo this turn a little bit. We're going to put this back in play. We're going to take this back and this back. Go back 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because what we need to do is we're going to put back our $2. Because the mistake I made is we're at danger level 1, which means we are supposed to draw another threat. So which card did I add? I added Lexus. We're going to put that back into play over here. Lexus is going to go back there, and this is going to go back here. So small mistake, just to play as honestly as possible, because we are at danger level 1, which means we're supposed to refill another active threat. Oh no, nope, I lied. There's an order. We're gonna redo everything because basically the mistake I made is I was gonna refill the battlefield to the danger level +1, but the order is refill the battlefield, then advance the danger level. So we technically did everything correctly, which means we have to redo the undo, which is Control Y, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So once again, we will deal 2 damage to them with what we did. We did Unite over here. Where's the card? Where'd the card go that I played? I had a card. How did I deal 2 damage to it? Uh-oh. Was it the wrong card that I took back in? No. Chili Goat was not how I did 2 damage. That's how I did 2 damage to that one. How did I deal 2 damage to... I did 3 damage. I did Protective Shell. That's what it was. And then I paid 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, Protective Shell's done. Action Disc is spent on it. That goes into our hand, because that's what you're supposed to do. And then we are going to do Goddamn a Donut, paying 2 more to take 2 more money. And then deal 2 damage to the Brindle boss. We need to deal 1 more damage to it, which we're going to do by tapping this to deal 1 point of damage. We don't need to discard any cards, so it's going to deal 1 point of damage. That's going to kill it. It's going to go straight into our discard pile, because apparently those are the rules. And that's going to deal 2 damage to this guy, which is going to give us 1 money back. Okay, so we got there in the end. Well, this goes in my hand. We got there in the end. We have no more action disc left. We still have this looming boss that we need to deal with, but I'm not in a rush because he's just looming. He's just looming right now. Everything's fine. End of round, we're going to... before end of round, we'd level up right now because we currently have... The deck is empty, no active threats. I don't believe looming is considered to be an active threat. Looming threats are optional, is not considered an active threat. So we do level up right now. So when we level up, we're going to go ahead and go through the steps right now. Advance both level discs by 1. We are going to discard down to 3 cards in hand, so unfortunately we are going to lose a card. I guess we'll have played Rest to get that, because no reason not to. Right? And then we'll have, then we have 3 cards in hand, so we're fine. Discard down to 3 cards in hand, discard all tactics and allies in play, deal 1 damage to tough allies instead, optionally destroy any 1 non-boss threat. So we are going to be trying to burn all our starter cards. So where are these cards? We will get rid of Protective Shell, because that's one of our starter cards that's unique to Carl. So we're going to get rid of... Do you want to get rid of Goddamn It Donut? I'll get rid of Goddamn It Donut. Okay, we're going to start by getting rid of that one. All right. Then resolve any non-boss specific effects. So what do we have? Place around doing threat refill when you level up to level 4. So no effects we have to worry about over there, which means it's time to shuffle our deck and go to the next round. Because then we go to the threat phase, where active threats deal damage. We go to cleanup, which we discard play tactics. We fill the battlefield with active threats, which is going to be 4 now. We're doing 4 active threats. And then we are going to, from there, advance the danger level by 1. Alright. Active threat 1, active threat 2, active threat 3, and active threat 4. So the way this works, okay, we have Brindle Grubs. We have 3 Brindle Grubs in play, which means if there are 2+ active Brindle Grubs, including Swarm Grubs, overlay all but one of them with an active Vespa boss. So effectively the Brindle Grubs are a problem. We need to take all of them out as fast as possible. So we're going to overlay them with these guys. That's just going to be kind of sucky, honestly. This game's just got a whole lot harder, a whole lot faster. That was that. 2 Vespa bosses. Wow. This is like this deck. I don't know how full of Brindle Grubs this deck is, but it's definitely a whole bunch of them. Advanced danger level. Yeah, because this is going to the second floor and advancing to hard mode might have been a mistake. We can clear any cards from here because of that symbol. We have a healing potion. I don't know if I need both of them. So the question is, do I like more of the top effects or the bottom effects? I don't know. We have this card costs 3 less to play, but I don't have any cards that cost 3 to play, so I don't know if I need that. Feels like overpay. Overkill, not overpay. So we're going to get rid of this card. We're going to get rid of... I guess we'll get rid of this card, okay? And we're going to cycle those two and put 2 new cards out. Kistera and Toad Cudgel. Toad Cudgel is a good one. It's simple. It gets some extra damage in. Then we're going to go ahead and draw from level 2. Level 2. We're trying to hit to level 4 over here, and we're trying to survive to level 4. Craft Potions, Bug Exploit, or Crawler Team Up. We have for each ally you have in play, 1. Okay, that's not bad. Focus, choose X of the following. Okay. Spell 3, your next card costs 0. I like Crawler Team Up. It does focus. It pushes me to focus on an ally deck, which I'm not against, and I already have 2. So that's not a bad thing. So it's going to be a minimum of 2 damage basically right now, because I already have an ally in my hand, and that could go up as I get more allies in play. Okay. I realize I say okay a lot when I'm playing games. We are going to play this one for 1. We're going to get our 3 action discs. We're going to gain a mana. We're going to pay an action disc to play Lexus Associate Producer. If you have another show in play or in hand, I don't right now, but let's see how things can change as time goes on. We do have, do I want to buy any cards? When played, that's a 7. I don't want to do a when played, when exhausted and when exhausted. So when exhausted for 3 is not bad right now because I think we can benefit from all that kinds of damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to use that. Costs 2 less. Costs 2 less if added to your Charisma card. So we're going to pay 5 to add Enchanted Furbrush of the Ecclesiastic to Lexus. That's going to, let's put that on properly. There we go. And that's going to allow us to exhaust and deal 3 damage. So the way that's going to work is we are going to, do that basically. So we have dungeon level is currently at 1. So this is a 2, this is a 4, a 2, and a 4. And it does have when healed effects, which is good because, I mean, basically we'll kill them and then heal. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at our hand over here. Do we have a 3 effect? I don't know if we do. So we're going to take a bunch of damage right now. Defeat a non-boss threat if X is 5. X is not 5 right now. Let's put out a new card to see what we got. This card costs 2 less to play, and it gives us that symbol, which is certainly good. But we don't have a 2 coster in our hand right now, but that might change. Let us see if we can tap some things. Do we have another one exhausted? We have a top effect for an exhausted. Okay, we will tap her to go ahead and deal 3 damage to a Brindle boss. So we're going to deal 3 damage to a Brindle boss. And we're going to deal 1 damage. No, not 1 damage. We're going to deal 2 of this. 1, 2. And that is that. Okay. Then we're going to play Crawler Team Up for 1. That's going to allow us to do 2 points of damage. So we can do a point of damage to this Brindle boss. Now keep in mind, Retaliate hits us, and another time. So the 4th point is going to be Retaliate. That's going to hurt us. But then, the upside of that was you're going to heal 2 because of its effect. Okay. And we're going to add this to our hand. Return this card to the stack of Brindle Vespas. If you're playing arcade mode, put 1 on the floor mat. Defeat the Brindle Grub under this card. So we do get to defeat the Brindle the card. So we get to defeat this, which means now this goes into our discard pile. But it does 2 damage, which means we can kill this, and that goes into our hand. And we take the one money. So that's not bad. I guess if they just go on top of cards, they're just a little defensive. That's not bad at all. Okay. That makes our position a lot better than I thought it was. Where's my other point of damage? This was supposed to do 2 points of damage. The other point of damage I wanted to do was to him, because that's going to take it down to 1 over there. And then we can go ahead and do Smush over here. We're going to do Smush for 2 points of damage. That's going to be another 2 on this guy, which is going to then deal another point of damage. And then we're going to do Strike for 1 point of damage and 1 action disc. 1 action disc. And that's going to be the last point of damage, which means I once again go down, then I heal by 2, then it's going to defeat I assume it's the same text, defeat the Brindle card under this card, which is then going to defeat this one, which is going to deal 2 damage to that one, so this goes into my discard pile, and this goes into my hand. Okay, not the worst all things considered, although we still have this looming boss over here, who has to be dealt with at some point. That is that. We have money to spend, so we have 5 money to spend. We have 2 cards in hand, no action discs. We could play Rest over here to simply get 2 mana, but I'm going to hold on to this right now because we have our other ally who will show up and play at some point. Do I want to buy anything? I don't think I need to. We are going to unexhaust and see what happens. So, end of round. Threats deal damage to us. Discard play tactics. These go away. Lose all unspent action points. Done. Refill the battlefield with active threats. Done, done, done. The problem is we're now advancing to level 2 over here. So this is going to go to 2 right now. So going forward, we are going to be drawing another threat. Oh, we're supposed to draw one more because 4. There we go. Those are the active threats. What happened over here? Did I place this the wrong way? I placed this the wrong way somehow. There we go. Okay. There we have it. Let's go ahead and head into the next situation. So this one over here, focus on 3, but I don't have those. So the question is, do we have Brindle Grubs in play? We do not have 3 Brindle Grubs. So right now, do I have any arm thingies? I do not have any arm strength cards. So I do have 5 money. 5 money will help me power up. So I do want to use this rest, but maybe I want to use her first to... Oh no, again. Draw 3 cards, Alex. Draw 3 cards. Bump my mana up by 1. Those are the starting things. And we're going to have the following. We have an ally. When played, focus X, spend X to deal X damage. Oh, I like that card. I like that. We're going to take that because it's an ally, which helps me in general. The Unite is not bad. On the other hand, this is not bad if we can get 1 more. Team up, attack, mic drop. So both of them play nicely into things I'm trying to do. So the question is, which one do I want to do more? This one will guarantee me 2, and I could spend 2 to deal 2. I think I'm going to lean into the Princess Posse fan club. I don't know if that's the right choice. I want both of those cards. I want both of those cards. But I cannot have both those cards. So I'm going to take one of those cards. And we'll see how that plays out for me. We're going to go ahead and take... And you know what? I don't know. No, you know what? We're going to take the other one. We're going to take the other one. Okay. I'm not sure how it's going to play out for me, but we are going to try it out and see. So this is the Princess Posse fan club. Unite at X. Alright, let's see how that plays out. We're going to take a card, put it behind, and put it into my deck. This one is going to have Unite with a strength symbol and deal X damage, which I think is good. It also, again, it sets me up for over here, so I have another one there. The issue I have is I kind of need to get another one of those symbols, and I don't know how it's going to play out. So we're going to start by dealing damage. We're on danger level 2 right now. So we're going to... None of these goblins are going to have a strength card in the back. I know that. This is going to deal 3 damage. These are both 3s, so I kind of should do that. This has a sacrifice effect, which I don't want to play. And this has a taunt effect. When defeated, you deal 2 damage. That's a good one. So let's go ahead and tap this. Oh no, before we do that, let's spend 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. To attack this one, which we have to attack first anyway because taunt, I'm realizing. We're going to tap her, gaining 2 mana, and then dealing the remaining 3 damage, which will put this in our hand, hopefully as a strength symbol. It does not. It is my quest complete. Knowing your deck does help, by the way. Okay, so now at this point, I think we want to just power up our other stuff. So we're going to pay 1 for a Toad Cudgel, I guess. Not the best. But a Toad Cudgel, 1 is not bad. Okay, we're going to play 1 for a Toad Cudgel. That's going to go on this card. Then we're going to play this card for 1 action disc, which I haven't actually taken my action discs yet. So we're going to do 1 action disc away to play the quest complete, gain $3. When played, deal 2 damage. We're going to destroy this card. That's going to kill that. And that has sacrifice, so we're going to have to kill something. We will discard rest as part of that, which I don't want to do. When defeated, gain a mana. Okay, no strength symbol. No strength symbol. We need the strength symbol, guys. We could try to kill the Brindle Grub up here, which has 3 defense right now. This is an in-play card. Trying to kill this is not bad. Although, again, they are doing 3 damage to us. Let's see what comes out over here. Do we have a strength symbol? We do not. But we do have an action disc back symbol. I'm really trying to get a strength symbol, guys. Really trying to get a strength symbol. Killing this. What's on the other side of the Brindle Grub? I have no idea. This is 3. Can I do 3? I can do Protective Shell to do 3. So we're going to play this for an action disc, and that's going to deal 3 damage to the top card of the deck, which has a strength symbol. Yes, 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 yes. So basically, for context, 1, 2, 3, that kills that, and that puts into play, which means now if I play any of these, I get to do a bunch of fun, mean stuff. So now that I've done that, I'm going to pay 2 to take this Blitz Stick, because the Blitz Stick is going to allow me to, oh no, 1 second. How much did I have? That was 2. I'll pay an additional 4, and I'm going to take Enchanted Fey Scale, Quadrupled Cripper of the Fleet. Okay, and I'm going to add that to make stuff go boom. I wish this was a permanent card in my deck. Okay, repeat this card's original effect. So what we're going to do now is we can play this card and repeat the original effect of the card. Which I think it means, I think you can't repeat the upgrades, but we could repeat this stuff. So we're going to play this for 1 action disc, which is going to make stuff go boom, as the card says. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, focus 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we can go ahead and do a whole lot of stuff there. Oh, I need more action discs because this won't help me this turn. That's fine. That's fine. I think we're fine. That is going to allow us to then deal 8 damage, basically. So we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 is what we're going to do if we pay 2, which we did. So the upside of that is we could straight up kill this boss right now, which is not a crazy thing to do. It's not a crazy thing to do at all, because anyways, these points of damage have to be wasted. So we're going to go ahead and spend 3 of those points of damage to kill this boss. Okay, so basically 3 of the 2s. And then we're going to spend another 4 to deal 1 more point of damage. That allows us to put the 2s on this, so it means we're going to drop a 2 on one of these guys, because maybe we'll be able to benefit from that. We'll see how that plays out. We are going to play Lena, Mistress of Chains, for 0 action discs. That's going to put her into play. And we're going to tap her, before we tap her actually, let's go ahead and resolve this. So that's that. This is dead. This goes into my hand. Winner! This isn't the Crockerin, just a Crockerin. This isn't the Crockerin, just a Crockerin. For every one that is killed, Crockerin Prime births 2 more. But hey, at least you got a cool smoothie out of killing this one. Once per game, gain back 2 action discs, plus 2 XP. So that's all good there. Then we still have this card in hand, but it might stay in hand, even though the Unite would be 3, which is pretty fun. We just don't have an action disc for it, unless we do this right now, which I'm not convinced is worth it. But what I am convinced is worth it, is we can go ahead and play this right now. Discard any number of cards in your hand. We're going to tap this. That's going to deal a point of damage to this guy. And that's going to allow him to go back into our hand. Which is this regular strike. Nothing too crazy there. And I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to do. We have a new card come out right now. We do have 1 gold left. But then that's going to be the round. Discard, play tactics. Lose all unspent action card points. So these are going to be discarded. Action points are gone. Refill the battlefield with active threats. That's going to be 5 active threats, guys. 5 active threats. We are trying to survive past an increasing wave of difficulty. Any fast cards? No fast cards. Beautiful. No Brindle Goblins. We're fine. Just a whole bunch of these. These are going to be a wrap. If we can kill like 1 or 2 of these, she's going to be incredibly powerful with them next turn. Then advance danger by 1. We're going to advance over here. We could pay 1 to burn a card. We will certainly do that. We will certainly pay 1 to burn a card because we're trying to get rid of our 3 starting cards. So we have Carl over here. And then we have no starting. And we have Smush and Protective Shell. Smush will keep for till the end because it has that strength symbol. So we're going to get rid of Protective Shell. That's another starter card. What's the thing? You're the reason Daddy drinks. Is that what it was? Eliminate all 3 of your unique character cards. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we are going to then go ahead. That was because of that effect, which means now we advance danger by 1. We did that. The danger should be 5. Yes, danger should be 5. Beautiful. And now we go upkeep phase, gain that, and we are still on level 2. So we're going to draw one of these cards and see what we can add. So we have a tactic show. We have a tactic, and then we have a tactic. So tactic show makes me think that this is the Death Watch is fun. Lose X and deal XX. Set your health to 9, then trash this card. I don't like that. Focus. I think we're going to take Death Watch. Okay, we're going to take Death Watch over here. Put these on the bottom. And I'll just walk through the cards so you have a better idea of what's happening. It costs 2 action points, which I don't love. Then choose X, X being whatever value you want. Lose X and deal XX. So I can lose 5 damage, whatever it is. Did I not deal damage with this threat? I had a threat in play. It's supposed to attack me. 1, 2, 3. Forgot to do that part. That was this guy was in play. Then this goes into my hand, and we now re-up by mana by 1, and we go to the next round. Okay. Draft phase we just did. Main phase. Main phase we should have 3 action discs back. 2, 3. And we can try to figure out how we want to do this. Now, strength-wise, we do have Lena as 1 strength. None of these cards are going to be particularly good for my strength attribute. This one might, but also could be cards that come out. This card costs 2 less to play. That's not terrible. It costs 5. I have no money. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Choose X, lose X, then deal that much damage times 2. I think this is a good card to do. We have another show card in hand or in play, so we're going to tap her That's going to deal 2 damage. We're going to, sorry, 2 mana, 1, 2. And then we're going to, if you have another card in hand or play, we gain 2 money. So we're going to take our 2 money. When exhausted, she does 3 damage, which is basically the health of all of these guys. But this has Retaliate and Taunt, so we're going to kill this one first, which is going to deal a point of damage to me. And it's going to go in my hand. Please have a strength symbol. You don't. You suck. Okay. Then we are going to, I guess the lose X is not particularly compelling, but it's still good. We will still play Death Watch for 2. The question is, do I want to discount it? I have no money. We're going to play Death Watch for 2 action discs. And that is going to allow us to choose X, which we'll choose 3. 1, 2, 3. Are we gonna be fine this round? I'm realizing that we might not be fine. And we're going to add these 2 cards into our hand, because basically we're going to deal 3 damage twice, and these are both 3s. So they go into my hand. Beautiful. That's fine enough as far as things go. Then we have Lena, who can help us out over here. Lena can basically tap, discard a number of cards from your hand. For each one, gain a mana and a thing. So we're going to do 3 cards. We're going to discard 3 cards, which is going to be 1, 2, 3. And then she has, when exhausted, deal a point of damage, and then each of these deal damage. So we're going to deal 3 damage to this over here, and then we're going to deal a point of damage to this one. Okay, that is that, and we're at full mana. Beautiful. These all, what did I do with these? I discarded these. Beautiful. All right, we are at 2 health left right now, so we're not doing great as far as the health aspect of things, which means we probably should buy a potion at some point, but I need money to do that. Because this guy needs 2 more to hit him. So I could spend this as an action disc, as our action. Okay, we're going to spend 1 action disc. That deals 2 points of damage to this guy. And that's going to add him to my hand. Okay, that's that. And then this card goes away. Beautiful. Well, it technically goes in play, but then it will go away. I think we're fine. I think we survived another round. We are going to level up in the add threat phase, which I am okay with. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Discard play tactics, lose all unspent action points, refill the battlefield with active threats. We only have 2 over here, which means it is time to level up. Level up. Advance both level lists by 1. Beautiful. We're trying to get to level 4 and then cycle through. Discard down to 3 cards in hand and discard all tactics in play. Do I have 3 cards? Beautiful. Discard all allies in play. That's terrible. Absolutely horrible. I need those guys. Optionally burn any 1 non-boss card. I think we're going to do it. Although the question now is, we're going to get at least 1 more burn because I have to go to level 4. So we're going to get at least 1 burn, so I'm just going to burn a strike for right now because I know we're guaranteed to get 1 more burn. Resolve any non-boss specific effects, not relevant. Reshuffle the cards in discard pile and place here threat side up. Okay. We're making our way through this. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, I'm homebound, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, and I miss you, ba-ba. I miss Princess Donut. That's what I miss. Okay. We are going to see what looming things we have. Now we have a fast enemy, so we're going to 5 right now before we bump that up. So we're going to 5 total before we get to, and we have Brindle Grubs. Brindle Grubs are in play. So we have 2 Brindle Grubs, so we're going to take a Vested Boss and cover a swarming Brindle Grub. That's the way that works. And we have 5 enemies plus a fast. Then we're going to advance this by 1, which is going to jump straight here because we skipped that. We are playing on hard mode. I think my chances of surviving this are lower than previous things. Let's see what we can do. With only 2 basic damage in my hand, 2 money, and at least we draw a card. I always have to remember this. At least we draw a card, because we do need a level 3 card to help us out here. We have a Desperado Tactic. None of them have strength on them. 3/2 if you have 5 plus 2. I do have 5 plus. Warning's not bad. Lottery Ticket. Choose a player or threat. Flip an AP token like a coin. That side, deal 5 damage to the chosen target. Blank side, heal 10 from the chosen target. That is dangerous. We are not doing Lottery Ticket. I could heal myself completely, but we're not going to do Lottery Ticket. I'm going to do this warning one, because we do have mana generation in our deck. We're going to take a card. We're going to put it into my hand, and we're going to see what we can do. Okay. We can, Analysis Paralysis is an interesting one, because I could possibly benefit from that. If I put that on there, I need more stuff. I just need more things. All right. So we start with 3. If I spend 2 and then get back 3, that does just nets to neutral. It nets to neutral, so it's not going to help me right now. I need more money. I need more everything. I thought I had a good money engine. I mean, I do have new achievement. That gives me 2 money, but it's not enough to get all the things I want. or just in general. Like I just need stuff. I can kind of try to get a healing potion, which is not the worst, but I really need to take out these enemies who are all at strength 3 right now because of that. So I don't think that I'm feeling great about this, honestly. That's, I think, where things are. I think we're going to start off with a warning. We're going to do warning. We're going to pay 2 action discs. We're going to, I guess I need I need to spend mana first. I don't need to. I want to spend mana first. We're going to spend 3 mana to heal myself. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to heal by 1. That's the basic spell here. Then, I guess we'll do that. We're going to spend 2 over here. And we are going to then take this once per game effect over here. We are going to gain 2 action discs. Okay, I don't know if that's the right move right now. There's a reason I'm doing this. That brings us to 2 action discs. Then I'm going to spend the 2 money that I just did I'm going to spend it on Blitz Stack over here. I'm going to place it on this card over here, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2, and then it's going to give me 3 damage and 2 mana. And if I have 5 mana, I gain 2 action discs, plus I gain an action disc. So I go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to give me the achievement of have all 6 action discs in play. Okay, so I have all 6 action discs in play. We got a little check mark there. Beautiful. Defeat 3+ Brindle Grubs and or Vespas with a single card in play. I wonder now, in hindsight, if I had done that correctly. Defeat the Brindle Grub. Yeah, I think I could have done that. I think I could have done that earlier when I had the 2 Brindle Grubs out. But we have, yeah, it needs to be 3+. Defeat 3+ Brindle Grubs and or Vespas. Okay. Basically, I need to deal damage to these 2 at the same time, which I don't think is the craziest. But anyways, 3 damage over here. We're going to deal that to Bad Llama. That's going to put it into my hand, and that's going to bump this up by 1. Okay, we have now Get Out There and Kill, Kill, Kill. That's one of my starter cards. Now, a new starter card, so to speak. I don't think we have this. There's no way. How can I do this? Okay, so we don't have 2 points of damage. I don't have money. New card comes out. That's the issue. Oh, I do get 1 money for killing this guy. So I do get 1 money there. I will go ahead and play New Achievement for an action disc and 2 money, because maybe having some money helps me out. This is a 1 exhausted effect, which will not help me right now. This is a 1 played effect to deal 2 points of damage, which I think I can deal with. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to at least try to get achievements on the way out. We're going to pay 2 money, and we're going to take the Fingerless Gloves and put them on this card over here. Okay. That's going to give me a 1 played, a deal 2 damage, and lose 2. Then we're going to pay... Oh, can I do that? That's not enough. If I go down to 0, here's the question I have for myself. If I go down to 0 at the same time as I deal a last point of damage, what happens? But we won't find out. What we're going to do is we're going to pay 3, 1, 2, 3, to go up 1. Okay. Then we're going to play that for 1, which is going to deal 1 point of damage to him. Then we're going to play that for 1 to deal another point of damage to him. Both are going to deal 2 damage to me, because that's how Retaliate works. And then we're going to play Now Get Out There and Kill, 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 which is going to deal 2 points of damage and 2 points of damage. So we're going to deal 2 points of damage to this, which is going to deal another 1 back to me. Then I'm going to heal by 2, because of the way that card works over here, heal 2. That's going to flip this, which is going to have Defeat the Brindle Grub under this card. So we're going to defeat the Brindle Guard, which is going to deal 2 damage, and I also have the other 2. So the other 2 is going to go over here, so that's going to be another Brindle Grub. So this is going to go into my hand. This is going to go away because it goes to my discard pile, and this goes back to the pool, and I get that other achievement, 1 card play, and I still have 2 points of damage to deal with. Defeat 3+ Brindle Grubs and or Vespa with a single card play. Beautiful. Okay. That is that. Which I guess technically isn't that hard when you think about it, because the first card defeats the second card, and the second card deals 2 damage to defeat the next card. Like, it says, like, this is a when defeated, you deal damage. Like, I guess it's not as hard. That seems like it almost might be too easy, that card. But this card is resolved. We still have 2 points of damage that we haven't resolved, though. So, and technically these cards are all in play, but we'll figure that out. So 2 points of damage. All of these are 4s. All of these are 4s. That is horrible for me. Oh, wait, where's my hand? This is my hand. I just killed this. Yes, I just killed this. Did I kill anything else? No. Those were I discarded. Okay. So this is my hand, and I have 2 action discs, which is good. I think I'm going to lose this round. The one redeeming aspect we have is not a lot, honestly. Because here's what's going to happen, okay? We defeated the boss. We used the once per game effect. Nothing we can do there. I don't think we have this. Because this card will allow me to deal X twice. So I could defeat any two of these. But, watch. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to heal a point of damage. Then I'm going to lose 4 health to deal 4 damage twice. So I will kill this Danger Dingo and this Goblin. That's going to put those in my hand. That costs 2 actions, though. I'm also going to get 1 money out of that. Ooh, this is interesting. If Unite X is 5+. So I do have, well, these are my hand. Okay, so this is my hand right now. This is Smush. 2, Unite if X is 5+, defeat a non-boss threat. So the question is, what did I have? I played this round. I don't think I have it. I played this round. So I only have 2. I have 3. So I don't have the Unite effect. But I could deal 2 damage to this, which would be cool if I could do 2 more. But I can't do 2 more because we're already at 3 on this danger level, which means I die. Because the way this plays out is there's no point playing the card if I can't deal damage. Do I have anything that costs 2 up here? This costs 2. Gain the top card of the level 1 or 2 deck into your hand. So that could be useful, but the problem is it's a Hail Mary. But, I mean, if a Hail Mary is nothing to sneeze at. So let's go ahead and we're going to pay 2 and see if I can get a 0-cost action card effectively. Because if I could, it's a 1-cost action card. But I don't have any action discs. So I cannot do this one. Would have been useful otherwise. Bare Knuckle is fun, but I don't get it. So what happens is I'm not able to kill this guy. This technically goes into my hand. I'm not going to bother doing that. I guess I should put it in my hand properly just in case for leveling up purposes and all that, in case it matters. This technically goes on top of this card as well, just while I'm at it. And technically I did 2 damage to this guy on the way out. And then this comes into play, which won't make a difference. And I have this in my hand, and this is played. And then we go to the deal damage phase. This is gone. Deal damage phase is going to be discard play tactics, done, lose all unspent action points, refill the battlefield with active threats. Oh no, sorry, threat. Threats deal damage to you. He does 4 damage to me, and I cannot take the hit. I'm dead. Let's go ahead and mark the achievement. This achievement, you can't fight the city hall, but you can sure die trying. Suffer your first defeat of the campaign. That's it. That is game 2. We will be back with more Dungeon Crawler Carl Unstoppable. I know I said I'm going to do normal, hard, and expert. I'm a little terrified of expert, though. If this was hard, I'm a little terrified of expert. But the good news is, especially after watching the first 2 gameplays, you do get to see now that the game actually is difficult. You just need the right settings. Anyways, until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Dungeon Crawler Carl Unstoppable. We'll be back with more. And as always, I hope you have a good one.